The Almajiri system has come under severe test in Nigeria. The menace of coronavirus has forced the northern Nigerian governors to commence a process of moving the Almajiris back to their state of origin in line the COVID-19 lockdown. Several thousands of Almajiris has been repatriated to their various states of origin. These includes Kaduna, Kano, Plateau, Katsina, Jigawa, Niger, Nasarawa and Itstra. Are we coming to the end of the Almajiri system? Let's watch a video of how Kaduna State handled their own Almajiri children scattered all over northern Nigeria.
For all it takes, Almajiri is an epitome of knowledge of the Quran, a student of all fields of knowledge. In northern Nigeria, the early caliphate was dependent on the Islamic learning system of Sangaya to produce teachers, qadis, and a host of other administrative personnel. The coming of the colonialists hatched the darkest part for the Islamic education system in Nigeria. The system was relegated to the background, putting the learned community of Muslims in the north to become redundant and gradually out of the system. The Islamic learning system, or Almajiranchi, was left in the hands of a few. As the days gone by, the system could not sustain itself in the localities as a result of nonchalance of the communities. This forced the Malams in the Sangaya schools to move their Almajiri students to places where they could farm to fend for themselves and their students. Today, the system has gone through various changes. Nowadays, the proud Almajiri have become beggar lords, living on the mercy of leftover foods and stipends. They are the street children who constitute nuisance in major cities and towns in northern Nigeria. Even as the Sangaya system of learning is backsliding, the coronavirus bubble bursted in Wuhan, China and spread into the world. One hardly could trust any approaching person, as everyone is a suspect. It is this dangerous trend that made Malam Nasiru El-Rufai's government to close indefinitely all government and private schools, from primary to the tertiary levels in the state. With that also came the need to close all Sangaya schools in the state and return the children back to their parents and guardians, a stand the 19 northern governors adopted in one of their meetings. In order to actualize the resolution, the Ministry of Human Services and Social Development instituted a high-powered committee to register all Almajiri students in Sangaya schools in the state. The teachers in such Sangaya schools were given ample time to prepare their students for evacuation. The first batch of Almajiris evacuated hailed from Kano State. They were handed over to the authorities in Kano. Other states also received their batches of Almajiris from Kaduna State. They are Katsina State, Niger State, Jigawa State and Yobe State. Others are Zamfara, Sokoto and Kebbi states. In return, Kaduna State received its Almajiri indigents from other states, including 159 Almajiris from Kano State.
Wannan ƙananan yara musamman cikin su wanda za a sada su da iyayensu. Mafi yawancinsu abinci ma da masu sun bara suke ci, ba a magana kuɗin mota da za su iya biya su tafi garuruwansu. Wannan ya sa mai girma gwamna ya ba da umarni cewa duka wayannan yara da suke bukata a taimaka a mayar da su gidajensu, to mu san yadda za a yi lalle a mayar da su. Mun fara da jihar Katsina, mun kai musu yaran su 419. Shekaran jiya mun je jihar Jigawa mun mai musu da yaran su 524. Yau kuma ga shi mun kawo yara 'yan asalin jihar Kaduna su 155. kamar yadda za ku gani a motoci da su mun kawo musu.
Wannan ciwo ya sa kowa ya zabura da tabbatar cewa an kare lafiyar jama'a a kudu jihohi. Ina tabbatar maka cewa tun da muka ji wani labari maganar wannan COVID-19 a jihar Kaduna muka fara tun da aka ce a kulle makarantu, muka ga cewa kuma ya kamata a kulle wa'in makarantu na tsangaya domin a mai da yaran wurin iyayensu don su ne za su fi kulawa da su. Ina tabbatar maka cewa tun da muka fara mun kai yara jihohi wajen 17 na arewa har da kurma, sannan kuma akwai wasu da aka kai ni jihohi.
50 out of the number of Almajiris from Kano are COVID-19 positive victims. The victims are being isolated in a special location. Almajiri indigents of Kaduna State, numbering 213, were received from Nasarawa State. 72 indigent Almajiris came back to Kaduna State from Niger State, while Plateau State repatriated 39 Kaduna State Almajiri indigents. Kaduna State also took back 35 of its Almajiri indigents from Bauchi State, and 31 Almajiri students were brought back from Gombe State. In all, Kaduna State has evacuated 30,019 Almajiris from the state and handed them over to their various states' authorities. In return, the state has received 549 of its Almajiri indigents from other states in the north. The Almajiris who went through quarantine and certified negative to COVID-19 are camped. In accordance with Governor Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai's policy of giving students free food in schools, the Almajiris are also being fed 3 square meals every day and medically taken care of to recover from minor ailments and maintain good health before being reunited with their families. No doubt, the coronavirus may have started it, but the meeting of the northern governors on the issue of Almajiri is the beginning of unity on the knotty issue of migrants Almajiri in the north. It is hoped that, at the end, a unified policy could be arrived at to return the Islamic learning system to its past glory and put it at par with the formal education sector to jack up our literate population and build a reservoir of service providers to render the needed services in the north.